I'm so happy, 'cause today...
Ladies and gentlemen, there's an actual audience in the studio here, people that wanted to meet this guy. He is co-founder of the groundbreaking rock band Nirvana with Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl. Changed the course of music history when Billboard magazine rated them #1 for their much-acclaimed album, Nevermind. You know him, you love him. He's the one and only, world-famous Krist Novoselic.
Krist! Good morning. Good morning, Jeff, Kara, Scott. Thank you for having me on.
For him. He can read my writing.
Thanks for having me on 99.3 CFOX.
Yes.
There it is. Krist. Do you prefer Krist? And
Krist is cool. Novoselic.
Is it okay? There's an H. There is no H on the end, but you want to hear it?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right.
Okay.
I don't want to piss you off.
No. You can call me. Yeah, Croatian.
Krist, tell me this. When the hell is your birthday? Because I've got one of my prep sites says it's today, so we prepped for today being your birthday, and then I'm not kidding now. I found another site that said your birthday is May 10th, and then I found another one that said May 16th.
It's May 16th.
It is?
The 16th is your birthday.
Can you come back on the 16th? We've got something
Maybe.
planned.
I love Vancouver. Any excuse to come back to beautiful British Columbia.
And you know what? You've been here many times before, right? You're no stranger to Vancouver.
No, not at all. Yeah, I've been here 20 years. I've been coming to Nirvana came up, and we would play shows here and have as much fun as possible.
But first off, I want to ask you about the conspiracy theories, the movies that were made, the books that were written. Do you have a belief on what exactly happened in April of 1994?
Okay. You know, that's media, and get a book or whatever. It attracts a lot of eyeballs, and when something like terrible happens, Kurt Cobain committed suicide, and it's hard to accept that, okay? The reality of it is really painful. So it's much easier to coat that or avoid that feeling with some kind of conspiracy theory or whatever. It's just like...
Because there's a lot of theories. You've probably seen them, read them all.
When I was a teenager, Bruce Lee was hiding in a Zen monastery. He was alive in Bolivia. You know, Adolf Hitler was alive.
And Elvis still isn't dead.
Elvis is spotted all the time. I mean, that's just a phenomenon. That was such a media event that things had happened. And again, that's just part of the phenomenon that human beings do that. Scuttlebutt, gossip, one thing leads to another. It makes for a good copy, you know.
So you knew Kurt, you knew him better than anybody, and you believe that, you know what, he was just a troubled man who had some demons, and it...
consumed him.
Don't do heroin.
Don't do heroin. That says it all right there. Yeah. Have you done heroin?
No. I've never seen heroin.
Really?
No, never seen it. It needs to get away from it, and the individual's going to need to want to do that. And so, whether the state or the city or community groups or other individuals, there's NA, Alcoholics Anonymous, whatever. If you give an individual an opportunity to get away from it, that's all you can do, right?
Is that all you can do? Is to give them the chance? Because some people don't want to walk away,
That's
man. You got to put them in jail.
Well,
you got to build a big
that's
jail.
A good point, Jeff. That's true. Like a lot of times, there's a deferred prosecution. We have that in the United States. The judge will say, "Listen, you can go through the treatment program, or you can go to jail." And people take the treatment program.
Generally, they would, sure. Right. And who wants to go to jail, right? Exactly. If you had the option, you would go for the treatment, wouldn't you? Why would you want to go to jail? Yeah.
So, well, the point is that it's an addiction. It's a physical thing, an illness. People get strung out, or alcohol, same thing. People abuse prescription meds, right? And they need to go for treatment, and that's the whole thing. And some people are more susceptible to it than others.
If you don't control drugs, drugs will control you. Huh?
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
I just made that up.
Card.
That was pretty good.
It's kind of like, yeah. The drugs will do. Excuse me. The drugs will do you.
The way Krist Novoselic said it was even better.
The drugs will do you.
I'm so happy, 'cause today found my friend.